Hi guys. In these instances, I feel like Louis C.K.
I don't know how to start shows.
I don't know what to say to start.
I never figured out how to come out and just start talking.
Hi. I feel good today. I have a lot of energy thanks to my homemade Greek frappe, giving me a taste of Greece after spending 2 amazing months. As the year comes to a close, I'm reflecting on an amazing year. This year, I set off on my first extended voyage, and the whole point of doing so was to have time, and time is what I had. What was supposed to be 4 months in Europe actually turned out to be 6 amazing months. And the one thing that I've been thinking about the most and reflecting on the most is the places I've stayed. My primary option for lodging was couch surfing. My second option is hostels. But my third option was usually Airbnb. What I love about Airbnb is that it's a combination of a bed and breakfast and couch surfing, as well as a hotel. Every Airbnb you stay in, at least every one I've stayed in, had a different personality, something different about it. Airbnb has yet to let me down, and that's why I've compiled 6 of my favorite places I've stayed with Airbnb this year. Number 6, Ghent, Belgium. Belgium was the second country on my European voyage, and out of all the places that I visited, I think Ghent was my favorite. It's a small city with many canals, beautiful buildings, and I feel like there's a good balance between locals and tourists. But what made the experience in Ghent was the Airbnb I stayed in. I stayed in the penthouse of a building that didn't exactly fit well with the city, but as any other penthouse, this place had an incredible view of the whole city. The perfect end to a long day roaming around the city. The next city on my voyage was Belgium's capital city, Brussels. I like Brussels because it's a moving cosmopolitan European city, with many cafes, restaurants, and a beautiful city center. But what remains in my memory about Brussels is enjoying a whole loft with a kitchen. Even though I only spent 3 nights in Brussels, that amount of time was enough to feel like I lived in Europe. Number 4, Perast, Montenegro. Kotor Bay is without a doubt one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. Taking boat rides to the churches in the middle of the bay, surrounded by high mountains. While I did spend some time in the actual town of Kotor, in the middle of Kotor Bay, there are 2 islands, and I found it wise to stay a night in the town that's closest to them, bringing me to an incredible Airbnb, with a spiral staircase to a bed above, kitchen at the bottom, and dining room table next to a window that opens up to half the bay, with views of both islands. Number 3, Komiža, Croatia. Croatia is one of my dream countries. Beginning my voyage in the Croatian islands was also the same time I hit 3 months of travel, which brought me to the island of Vis. My stay was on Komiža, a place perfect to slow down time and just simply relax. But what really made my stay memorable was my Airbnb. Before going to Croatia, I always envisioned staying in a place that had window shutters that open up like doors out into the sea. Komiža is where I lived this dream. For 2 nights, I spent $70, staying on the 3rd floor of a building, panels that open up like doors to the sea. It was my Airbnb stay that added to the elements of the relaxation time that I needed. Number 2, Jablanica Lake, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Bosnia was a country that really surprised me, with an amazing landscape, beautiful icons, and incredibly friendly people. My Airbnb in Jablanica was a place I had saved the year before my arrival at my former work desk. What I really appreciated about this place was the fact that they took campers and converted them into kind of a dormitory style room. Had I been with another traveler or with family, it would have been the perfect place as well.
I love Airbnb.
But what really made my stay here, and was something I didn't expect at all, was the rowboat that they had that I could use for free. And best of all, I had the lake to myself. Just sitting in the middle of the lake, listening to music, and just taking it all in. And saving the best for last, number 1. Greece has been my dream country all of my life, and is a dream country for many people around the world, especially the Greek islands. Going from island to island and checking out the different personalities of each island, because yes, each island has something different than the rest. I always envisioned Greece and the Greek islands to be beautiful, but when I arrived and I experienced it for myself, it was 10 times more beautiful than I anticipated. In the small village of Arnados, on the island of Tinos, is home to not only my favorite Airbnb, but my favorite stay of my entire life. When you visit Greece, especially the Greek islands, there's a lot of places you'll see that you didn't think was real. And that's what I basically have to say about my stay on Tinos Island. While I was there, until this day, I still can't believe I experienced what I experienced. The village I stayed in was high up above Tinos. My Airbnb was at the very top of this village. I had a small bedroom and kitchen, for $60 for 2 nights. The price of the stay and the amount of time I stayed there is still something I don't get. Not that I'm complaining, but best of all, when you walk out, you have a beautiful panoramic view of the Greek islands in the distance. What was the best was taking in the sunsets, setting a chair and a table, sitting down, taking it all in, with a glass of homemade Greek wine. One of the most exciting things about travel is not only the new destination, but the place that you're going to stay in. I've stayed in unforgettable hostels, places with couch surfers. For Airbnb, I give it props for being one of the best innovations in the travel industry. Airbnb is wonderful, and if you haven't already given it a chance, I hope this inspires you. I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any comments, suggestions, or want to share feedback, feel free to comment below. And if you haven't already done so, subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Snapchat, Facebook, and Instagram. I got a hell of a journey ahead of me, and more videos coming your way. And remember, once the travels begin, the voyage never ends.